Hey guys, today I am filming my Inglot review and swatch video. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to use these colors more and form an opinion on them. So I'm going to tell you, like I said, how I feel about these, show swatches, and I talk about my experience purchasing these because I have a lot to say about that. So I'm just going to show you the swatches first to make sure that we go ahead and get that done. This might be a long video, heads up. So I chose 5 eyeshadows, so this is the Freedom System palette with 5. You can get it with 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and then I'm not sure after that, but there are different sizes you can get, and this is magnetic, which some people don't like, but I personally don't have a problem with it. And like I said, I chose 5 shades, and these eyeshadows do not have names, they only have numbers. Once you put the eyeshadows in here, it's very difficult to get them out. So what I did, if you can see, is I put the numbers on little stickers and stuck them on the back, and I also have them on my phone, just so I will be able to keep track of them, because there are a lot of people, I'd be like, oh, what's an Inglot eyeshadow? Like, what's the number of that so I can get that? And they're like, I have no idea. You know, I can't get it out of the palette. So make sure that you, if you want to know what the numbers are, make sure you write them down somewhere. And also make sure, like what I did was I set them up like on a table how I wanted them to lay in this palette before I put them in here. Because like I said, I have the highlight shade, 2 more lid colors, a crease blending color, and like a bright. That's how I decided that I wanted mine laid out. So plan that before you just stick them in here, because like I said, you won't be able to get them out easily. I know some people just like take a knife, and some people have been able with this magnet to grab onto the edge of the corner, which I have not been able to do, but some people have. But I don't plan on taking these out. And if you wanted, you can also just put these eyeshadows into a Z palette. And I will just get into the swatches. There are 5 or 6 finishes, I believe, but I only purchased matte and pearls. Pearls are my favorite because these are, the pearl shades I have are very similar to the formula of MAC Luxe Pearl, which they are very, like, they've got a lot of dimension to them, and they're extremely pigmented. And all of these matte shades are extremely pigmented too. So I'm honestly so impressed with this. I've not tried any of the other formulas, but these, I definitely recommend the pearls and the mattes. They are amazingly pigmented. So when I was picking up my eyeshadows for this palette, I had a really hard time, because if you go to the website, which I will have the website linked below, I will list all of my eyeshadows as well. But there are like a million eyeshadows to choose from, and they don't have any swatches on there, so it's hard for me to see everything. And I was having such a hard time, and I wasn't going to get a highlight shade because I already have some that I like, but I thought that I want this palette to be able to be worn all together. I want to be able to just take this somewhere and be okay. So I decided that I was going to put a highlight shade in here, and I chose Matte 352, which is a light peach color. And this still looks very much like a cream color or a white color. It's just a very light peach, and you probably won't be able to see it, but it is extremely pigmented, and I hope the light isn't washing it out. You won't be able to see this one anyway, but I love it, because my favorite highlight shade is Wet n Wild's Brulee, which is cream, and when I compare the two together, I can definitely see a difference in the tone. I don't know if it will show up on camera, but I can definitely see a difference in the tone. So Matte 352, and I'm gonna, at the very end, I'm gonna have a picture with swatches so you can see them better. Next one I have is Pearl 423, and this is the Luxe Pearls almost seem like metallic, and this is just like a bronze, like burgundy in it. It's very beautiful. I would think this is more burgundy, and I have a tutorial using this color, which I will leave right up here. And here is the shade swatch, but it is so velvety smooth and extremely pigmented. Next I have Pearl 434, which is a nice gray gunmetal color with some purple to it as well. Here's this one. Next is this matte gray color, and it is matte 358. And when I had purchased this, I was looking for a dupe of Urban Decay Tease, and I thought this one would be similar, but as you can see, this is way more gray, and Tease is much more brown. It's a mauve gray, I should say, and Tease is like a mauve brown, so that's the difference between those. And then lastly is this really bright, like aqua teal color. It is matte 316. And I knew I wanted to get a bright. I thought about getting a purple, but I already have so many purples that I love. And I decided I would get a teal. So here is this swatched. So you can see that here are all 5 of my colors. But I am in love with this. I definitely recommend these eyeshadows to you all. Like I said, pearls finishes and matte finishes are amazing. The mattes are incredibly pigmented, which is amazing because I feel like a lot of brands do not have very pigmented matte eyeshadows. So those are the swatches. That was my recommendation review. These only cost $6 each. This particular size palette was $11. So I think that is a really amazing deal. This is definitely like the same quality as MAC eyeshadows. It's cheaper, the size is bigger, so if you're contemplating between this and MAC, then I recommend it. The only difficulty is that there are no Inglot stores near me. They may only have a couple. I know a lot of people get it at IMATs, which I've never been, so I've not been able to buy it there. And I now have been told that certain Macy's have Inglot counters, but if I find one, I'm definitely going there and purchasing more eyeshadows because these are amazing. Now when I went to the Inglot website, like I said, there were like a million colors. It was very, very hard to find them. I really recommend Googling swatches, and especially go to temptalia.com. I will leave her website link in the description box. Please check it out because that is where I found a lot of swatches. She has a lot of the shades. So like I'm saying, these are hard because most of the time you will not be able to see them in person. You'll need to buy them offline unless you go to IMATs or find a counter at a Macy's. So I had I looked for weeks to try to find the eyeshadows I wanted to put in here. And like, please go to Temptalia's website and Google, and even on Instagram, looking in their tags, like look at Inglot under the tag section, and if people have eyeshadows, ask them if they know what the names are, ask them or the numbers, ask if they can swatch them for you. A lot of people will do that for you. I've asked people that and they've done it for me. So I recommend really looking into these, and like I said, I had a really hard time, and I will let you know that a lot of the swatches looked different. Like when I got these eyeshadows, I was like, oh, that's what the color looks like. And on the Inglot website, it doesn't even show you a picture of the actual eyeshadow. It just shows you like what the color should look like, but it's not a picture of like an image of the actual eyeshadow. I can't describe it right. You'll have to see for yourself, but there are a million shades and it's hard to navigate. So I definitely recommend going to Temptalia and looking at her swatches and looking on YouTube at people's videos to try to find colors that you want. But so that was kind of stressful. I mean, it wasn't stressful, but I just was having a hard time figuring out what I wanted because I wanted to make sure that they were good eyeshadows that I didn't already have or really wanted. And I need to wear these 3 more. I wear these 2, but I need to make the looks with these 3. So that's my new project. Find some looks that I like. I know that this color is just amazing. I can't wait to wear that. I love bright colored eyeshadows. That's something that I'm really crazy about. So when I come up with looks, I will definitely film a tutorial for you guys. But bottom line is that I love these eyeshadows. They are absolutely amazing. I think that the packaging is very sleek. I love the way it's put together. It looks expensive and yet it's not. I like that this is customizable. A lot of palettes, like the Urban Decay palette, if you want to put one of those together, it is super expensive because you have to buy each eyeshadow individually, which I think now you can get a 4 palette or a 6, and they're super expensive because the shadows are $18 each. These eyeshadows are $5 each, so I'm going to say go with this. I mean $6. And these are amazing pigmentation. These are amazing quality, and I definitely recommend these. I'm very excited to pick up more shades, and I know that this kind of looks tacky, but I just thought that this was the best way for me to keep track of them, because I want to be able to know what the colors are so I can put them in the description box of videos if I'm wearing them, just so I can know for myself. And eventually I'll memorize them because I only have 5, but it's kind of hard when they're numbers too, I feel. But anyway, I really recommend these. Like I said, down below I will list all of my shades. I will have the Inglot website, and I will have Talia's website, so you can go and look at swatches on her blog. And I am going to leave a picture of my swatches too. So here are these swatches one more time so you can see them. This is matte 352, pearl 423, pearl 434, matte 358, and matte 316. And if you guys have any Inglot eyeshadows that you love, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I know that there are some Inglot shadows that are dupes for MAC shadows, so if you're interested in that, Google that too. This eyeshadow here, I bought this because I thought this was similar to one of the shadows in the Naked 2 palette. And I bought this one, like I said, that because I thought this was similar to a color in the Naked 2 palette as well. So, some swatches can be seen, they're going to look different on different people's skin or with the lighting or whatever, but I think that you will not be let down when you get any of these eyeshadows. I think that they're absolutely amazing. I plan on making more orders of their eyeshadows, and if you have a chance to get some, I definitely recommend it. And I got mine for Christmas. I decided to ask for it for a Christmas present, and I'm so glad that I did. I really am incredibly amazed and impressed by the quality of these eyeshadows. And I just want to wrap this up now, and I just want to thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you like this. Like I said, please, if you have tried any Inglot eyeshadows, let me know what you think down below. Let me know your colors, because I really want to check them out. So please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.